Hey everybody, it's Rob here, and we got to go down into the cellar and bring up a couple of things. You know, the way it works is we bring up stuff that we use on a day-to-day basis, and when we run out, we come get some more, and then when it runs out down here, or hopefully before it runs out down here, we go and replenish our stock. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but the buckets that are upside down are the ones that are empty. And I know we got more empty ones than that, so I must not have a couple of them turned upside down. But I got to bring up a bag of beans, and I got to bring up some sugar and salt, and it occurred to me a while ago I should share a couple of things about how this works. So give me just a second here, and I'll come back and I'll tell you what we're thinking about. Okay, so two things that we keep in stock in bulk is sugar and salt. And of course there's lots of other stuff we keep in stock in large quantities too, which would be beans and rice and whole wheat and oats and popcorn. In fact, if you don't know about popcorn, I can tell you popcorn really makes good cornbread. You have to grind it up, of course, and you can also pop it and eat it like popcorn, but it stores really, really well. But sugar and salt, okay. Sometimes we get sugar in smaller batches, 10 pounds like that, and we hang on to those. But sometimes we get the big 25 and 50 pound bags too. This bag right in here we got in August of 2014 and has been down here ever since. And they do find sugar and salt don't go bad. I mean, they just don't go bad. And I've never seen them get bugs into them. I would think that you could get bugs in sugar. I don't know why anything would want to get into salt. But something that happens when you store it, even as dry as it is here, is occasionally it clumps up and makes big chunkies. There you go, see big clumps like that. Now the whole bottom of this thing is one big solid lump down in there where it just, it just does it. It absorbs moisture and it gets solid. Even though we keep it inside this big bucket and wrapped up inside this Mylar bag. It's a big oversized 7-gallon Mylar bag that we've got it in. We just fold it down closed just to kind of protect it a little bit, but it's still going to get moisture in there and clump up, and that is okay. And that's what I want to mention is one of the things to think about if you do it that way is to keep something that you can break up the clumps with and scoop it out as you need it. That's just a little can here right here. It's a plain old 303 can. It's probably a pork and bean can or maybe a tomato sauce can, who knows. But that works to be able to bust it up and get out what you need. Something to think about. The salt, oddly enough, doesn't clump up so bad. I don't even know if we wrote down dates on this salt right here. Okay, yep, we did. Yep, 2011 is when we put this down here. Salt, by the way, if you don't stock salt, it wouldn't hurt to do it because it doesn't cost anything. 25-pound bag of salt, I think we gave about $4 a piece for them, and they're about that now, somewhere along in that neighborhood. So you can buy a lot of salt. $10 will get you enough salt to last you a long, long time. But same thing with the salt. We've got a can down in there just in case it clumps up, which it doesn't seem like it has very much. And I don't know, I figured it would. But it does okay. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to come there, just something simple and easy like that to think about. If you're not stocking up on some of the simple things, I would recommend that you do so. I think it's just a good idea. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Stock up on some food and make sure you think about ways to fix that food when you can too. If you don't can, you might think about doing canning or learning how. You can do dry storage and dehydrating. That works pretty good too. Dehydrated stuff, if you don't know what to do with it, dehydrated stuff makes great soup. You can take a bunch of your dehydrated vegetables with some water and kill a bird or a cat or a dog if you have to do that. I'm kidding, you don't want to eat a cat or a dog. I don't. Times ain't that tough yet. But anyway, just having a little fun there. Stock up on some food. Try to get ready just in case. You never can tell what might happen. So there you go. Thanks, guys. Okay, a little quick correction here. I said the salt wasn't clumping up too bad. Turns out it did. I figured it should, but I guess maybe the last time I was down here and got salt, which wasn't recently, I must have scraped a bunch loose and got it busted up where I could get to it. But still, a big old clump of salt like that doesn't hurt anything. In fact, most of the salt you eat was a great old big clump before they broke it up and ground it up. And it's not hard to do it a second time. So anyway, there you go. When I make a mistake, I'll tell you. Alright, beans are loaded up. Get the lid on it and they'll be good to go. How old are these beans? Let's see. From August of 2016. So, 4-year-old beans. And they're going to be just fine. And I only throw that in there in case anybody was wondering about it. There's the Mylar bag that we had around the bag of beans. Same kind of deal. Inside a bucket, inside a Mylar bag. This is the rice. I think we just, yeah, it's getting low. I might want to think about going and bringing the rice up. Okay, I thought I was done. Guess not. Okay, I'm going to go get a bag of rice, get those beans sealed up. That's it. Promise this time, no false ending. Bye.